Down's syndrome. What is Down's syndrome? Down's syndrome is a genetic disorder which causes developmental and intellectual delays. It happens when there is an abnormality in the chromosome 21 of an individual. Chromosome 21 likely contains 200 to 300 genes that provide instructions for making proteins. These proteins perform a variety of different roles in the body. It is a major cause of mental retardation and is characterized by abnormalities of cortical neuroanatomy, neurochemistry, and function. Down syndrome varies in severity among individuals and symptoms can vary. It is one of the most common genetic disorders. What are the symptoms of Down syndrome? Children and adults with Down syndrome have distinct facial features. Infants with Down syndrome may be average-sized, but typically they grow slowly and remain shorter than other children the same age. Most children with Down syndrome have mild to moderate cognitive impairment. Language is delayed and both short and long-term memory is affected. Children with Down syndrome usually are diagnosed before or at birth. What are the causes of Down's syndrome? Down syndrome is a genetic disorder with no known cause. It is not an inherited disorder, neither is it caused by any behavior of the parents. It is simply caused by a cell division error. However, there are a few cases where there is greater risk of Down syndrome. These are being carriers of the genetic translocation for Down syndrome. Both men and women can pass the genetic translocation for Down syndrome on to their children. Having had one child with Down syndrome, a genetic counselor can help parents assess the risk of having a second child with Down syndrome. Are there any complications of Down syndrome? People with Down syndrome can have a variety of complications, some of which become more prominent as they get older. These complications can include heart defects, gastrointestinal defects, immune disorders, sleep apnea, obesity, spinal problems, dementia, endocrine problems, dental problems, seizures, ear infections, hearing and vision problems. For people with Down syndrome, getting routine medical care and treating issues when needed is a must. Can Down syndrome be prevented? There is no way to prevent Down syndrome. A genetic counselor can help you understand your chances of having a child with Down syndrome. He or she can also explain the prenatal tests that are available and help explain the pros and cons of testing. What is the treatment for Down syndrome? Early intervention for infants and children with Down syndrome can make a major difference in improving their quality of life. Because each child with Down syndrome is unique, treatment will depend on individual needs. Also, different stages of life may require different services. Don't despair. Most people with Down syndrome go to schools, read and write, participate in the community, and have jobs. With the right support, people with Down syndrome can live fulfilling lives. Disclaimer: this information is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Please consult a doctor for further advice.